Born Sophia Villani Ciccolone on September 20th, 1934, in Rome, and raised in the impoverished town of Pozzuoli near Naples, Sophia Loren's early life was shaped by deprivation, fear, and resilience. Growing up during World War II, she experienced hunger, instability, and the constant threat of air raids, often hiding for safety as bombs fell nearby. These harsh conditions forced her to mature quickly, instilling a toughness that never left her. Yet even amid scarcity, Loren possessed an unmistakable spark. She dreamed beyond her surroundings, imagining a future far removed from post-war ruins. Her beauty was evident early, but it was her determination that defined her. Those formative years taught her discipline, gratitude, and emotional depth, qualities that later translated powerfully to the screen. Long before fame arrived, Loren learned how to endure, how to observe human suffering, and how to transform adversity into inner strength. Discovery, transformation, and a defining partnership. Sophia Loren's path towards stardom began quietly when she entered a local beauty contest at just 15 years old. It was there that film producer Carlo Ponti noticed her, seeing beyond her physical beauty to a rare combination of intelligence, warmth, and screen presence. Under his guidance, Loren began appearing in small film roles, gradually transforming from a shy, undernourished girl into a confident actress with magnetic appeal. Ponti became her mentor, protector, and creative anchor, shaping her career with patience and vision. Their professional bond evolved into a deeply personal relationship, though it was fraught with legal and societal obstacles that tested their resolve. Despite controversy and years of uncertainty, their devotion endured. Together, they built not only a life, but a legacy, proving that trust, belief, and shared ambition could overcome even the most rigid barriers of their time. Ascending to international stardom. The 1950s marked Sophia Loren's meteoric rise as one of cinema's most compelling actresses. Her performances in Italian films like The Gold of Naples revealed an emotional authenticity that immediately set her apart. She possessed a rare ability to communicate feeling through silence, gesture, and gaze, giving her roles a natural intensity. Hollywood soon took notice, and her transition to international cinema felt seamless rather than forced. Loren brought depth to glamour, refusing to be defined solely by beauty. Her historic Academy Award win for Two Women in 1961 made her the first actor to receive an Oscar for a foreign language performance. Portraying a mother protecting her daughter during wartime, she delivered a raw, devastating performance that transcended language and culture. That role cemented her reputation not just as a star, but as an artist of profound emotional power. Longevity, reinvention, and artistic integrity. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Sophia Loren balanced elegance with emotional truth in films such as Marriage Italian Style and Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Her collaborations with Marcello Mastroianni became legendary, defined by warmth, wit, and natural chemistry. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Loren aged without retreating. She embraced later roles with the same seriousness she brought to her earliest work. Decades later, performances in Nine and the Life Ahead reaffirmed her emotional depth and relevance. Directed by her son, Edoardo Ponti, The Life Ahead allowed Loren to channel a lifetime of experience into a quiet, deeply human performance. Her career became a testament to longevity rooted in authenticity. She never chased trends, choosing instead to honor stories that reflected resilience, dignity, and emotional truth, mirroring her own life journey. Love, loyalty, and a life shared with Carlo Ponti. Sophia Loren's personal life was inseparable from Carlo Ponti, whose influence extended far beyond her career. Their relationship endured decades of legal challenges due to restrictive divorce laws in Italy, forcing them to marry, separate, and remarry, before finally uniting legally in 1966. Through it all, their commitment never wavered. Ponti believed in Loren before the world did, guiding her with steadiness rather than control. Together, they raised two sons and built a partnership rooted in loyalty, shared values, and artistic collaboration. Unlike many high-profile marriages, theirs was defined by consistency rather than spectacle. Ponti's death in 2007 marked a profound loss, but Loren has continued to honor his memory with grace. She often credits him not only for her success, but for teaching her confidence, patience, and faith in herself as both an artist and a woman. Opening the door to George Peppard. At 91, Sophia Loren speaks openly about George Peppard with a clarity shaped by time and compassion. She recalls him as a man of striking presence and restless intensity, someone who carried both confidence and inner conflict. Their paths crossed in the early 1960s, when both were established stars navigating demanding careers. Loren remembers Peppard as serious, proud, and deeply invested in his craft. He carried himself with an old-fashioned masculinity that was at once charismatic and guarded. Though respectful and professional, he often seemed burdened by the need to prove himself. Loren sensed a vulnerability behind his composure, an inner tension that never fully settled. Their interactions were marked by admiration rather than intimacy, but she observed him closely, recognizing a fellow artist wrestling with expectations, identity, and the weight of an unforgiving industry. Talent, tension, and an unquiet spirit. Sophia Loren describes George Peppard as intensely committed to excellence, sometimes to his own detriment. He demanded precision, cared deeply about performance, and struggled when things felt out of his control. Loren recalls moments of frustration balanced by flashes of warmth and humor. While his intensity could be exhausting, it also revealed how seriously he took his work. She sensed that Peppard wanted respect more than fame, a distinction that shaped his choices and conflicts. Hollywood, she reflects, often rewards ease over depth, and Peppard never found comfort in compromise. Loren admired his intelligence and curiosity, noting that he enjoyed discussing literature, politics, and human nature. Beneath his armor was a thoughtful, searching mind. Yet that same depth sometimes isolated him, making it difficult for him to find peace in an industry built on illusion and adaptability. Compassion for a man. Misunderstood. Looking back, Loren speaks of George Peppard with empathy rather than judgment. She acknowledges that his stubbornness and unwillingness to bend cost him opportunities, but she also believes those traits came from integrity rather than arrogance. Loren recalls how he struggled with inner demons, fueled by the same intensity that once made him so compelling on screen. His later years saddened her, particularly as the industry distanced itself from him. She believed his talent deserved greater recognition and care. Loren reflects that Peppard carried pain quietly, often mistaking struggle for strength. In her eyes, he was not defined by conflict, but by sincerity. She feels he never fully realized his own worth, always fighting for validation he had already earned. Her words are gentle, shaped by age, understanding, and the ability to see beyond reputation to the human being beneath it. Wisdom, memory, and a shared humanity. If George Peppard were alive today, Sophia Loren says she would tell him he was enough, that his talent never required battle. Her reflections reveal not regret, but compassion born of wisdom. She recognizes in him a man shaped by pride, fear, and longing, much like many artists of their era. Though they came from different worlds, Loren understood his desire to be seen, respected, and loved. At 91, she speaks not as a star revisiting the past, but as a witness honoring complexity. Her words remind us that behind fame are fragile lives navigating pressure and expectation. Loren's honesty about Peppard does not rewrite history, it humanizes it. In doing so, she offers a final gift, not only to him, but to anyone who has ever struggled quietly beneath success, longing for understanding rather than applause.